Hi everyone, in this quick video, I'm going to show you how to make customized questions for your end of semester course evaluations. Remember, customized questions are ones for which the responses that the students give you, only you can see. Nobody else, your chair, the department, nobody sees it but you. So they're really, really useful for you getting some fine-grained information from your students. So to begin, start by going to West Portal. I'm in my West Portal right here. And if you click on courses, you will see a link for Teaching Evaluations Current, and if you click on that, it's going to bring you to Explorance Blue, which is our system for administering course evaluations at Wesleyan. And you'll see any courses that you're teaching in a given semester, there should be a button that says Start Now. Once you click on Start Now for a specific course, here's what you'll see. There's basically three options. The first basically describes the pre-selected questions. These are the questions that are already required for your course evaluation by Wesleyan. So things like rate your level of effort in the course, what your expected grade is, the course and teaching scales that many of us are familiar with, and so forth. So you can't change any of this, but I'm just highlighting that it's there. Then you basically have two options. There is a question bank full of optional questions that you can just add. So if I click on Expand All, you will see here are some things like what percentage of class sessions did you attend or view? On average, how many hours a week did you spend on your coursework, and so forth. So you can just click on Include or Exclude to keep or get rid of any one of those questions. The second option you have is to create your own questions that are very specific to what you did in the course. So if I just look at this, you will see when I hit expand, there are just these kind of open-ended things that you can fill in any way that you want. So here's typically what I do. I just click on Customize. How did you feel about the elevator speech exercise we did this semester? So in my class, this is an exercise that's still pretty new, so I want to know more about how students feel about it. I can then just click the X and you see it's right there, and then it defaults to including. I could always change my mind and exclude it later, or I can just click include and so forth. So then I did one question. I could click customize here. How did you feel about the readings? I'm just making that up. And now it's been included as well. When you think you've added all of your questions, I highly recommend clicking the Save button to make sure that you've saved. And then when it finishes saving, I would also recommend previewing the entire questionnaire so you know exactly what your students are going to see. So I'm clicking Preview here, and you can see the first page is the default questions that are on all course evaluations at Wesleyan. And then the student gets to click Next. And here are your customized questions. And now you see I have my final questions that I've decided to use for this semester. And there is a warning to the students at the top that's saying, hey, these responses only go to the faculty members. So that's good for the students to know. It means they'll probably be more honest. Now, when you're in the preview tab, if you click submit, it doesn't do anything. You're not submitting your questions because you're just in the preview tab for what the student sees. I'm going to X out of this and go back to the default selection area. And here's where I actually want to click submit to make sure my questions have been entered into the system. It's going to do its thing. And when it's done, what I would make sure that you do is go back to your home page in Explorance Blue and see what it says. So it's now telling me, good, you're done. That's how you know that you've actually submitted your questions. You'll note there is actually an option to update if you change your mind about something, but make sure you see done. Otherwise, things did not actually get submitted for this semester. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.